Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Utes will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Pulled and fired complete. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Little touch pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's right on target. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Kansas State pushing the pace.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback getting...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They're bringing heat. Flushed out of the pocket. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
He'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Wide open on the move, he has it on the jet sweep. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for room, it's Randall. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down marker.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Complete on 3rd down. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the right. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week.
How about the turn of events there? You're going to go play defense. You didn't even have the football anymore, but what do? You scoop it up. You almost put the ball in the end zone. You go inside the 10 and set your offense up. What a momentum swing.
Looking to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Dalton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. The Wildcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. On the move, it's Edwards. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
It's a reverse. Still running at the 40. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Kansas State quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Using the quick game. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. K-State trying to cannonball their way to a score from the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Got a man. It's Woods.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's King. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's brought down after a nice game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Handoff to the lone back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that.
And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 50, the 40, the 30. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here.
All kinds of running room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Starting to feel a little pressure. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Utes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. The offense set for a 1st down play. Working the middle, it's complete. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On the ground, it's Woods. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Dances away to buy time. The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Ryan. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Touchdown, Utah! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. On the ground, it's Edwards. Discards a man. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Wide out in motion. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
from the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They move the tight end all over. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
He's loose. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. Johnson wants to throw it quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the move. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass to 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Afterburners coming. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge. Really.
Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They're trying to get to it. Right on target this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The snap sets up the throw. Lets it fly. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Utes will punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man. It's Brown. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.